Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome to another City Skyline experiment where today is not going to be a nice experiment. Now we can't really see much going on at the moment because this map is a little bit weird. It's one of the default maps. I can't actually remember which one it was, but it's one of the ones which contains a lot of rivers. Let me show you right now. Look at this. Look at this right now. So many rivers. It looks beautiful. I can't actually remember the name of it. But today's experiment, like I said, is not going to be a nice one. We're going to try and create the most polluted city ever in City Skylines. We're going to make all these little rivers right now be polluted and full of sewage. Hence why I picked this map. We're going to create a terrible city. This dirty. Try not to think about causing too much death and stuff like that, but ultimately there's probably going to be a lot of death because people are going to be sick living here. So guys, if you enjoy this experiment, which if you do, you are a sick person because I'm creating poop in the streets, then let me know by hitting the like button down below. Appreciate it. If you are new in here, make sure you subscribe because you're not going to miss out on weird and dumb experiments like this in the future. Oh why am I doing this? So I want to see basically how dirty, how polluted you can make a city and have it still be functional. Now, we are going to lose lots of money on this one, which is why I've enabled the unlimited money kind of mod thing. Now, this is just solely to make sure that I can continue this experiment because the city is going to die. Ultimately, it's going to die. So what we're going to do then, we're going to get the highway here, which there's no cut through for the whole region. So this is kind of one kind of entry point anyway, and we'll bring it down to here, and then we'll build our city off it. So we're going to have a lot of kind of pollution going on, a lot of factory work going on. It's ultimately not going to be nice. So let's just kind of set up a basic structure for how we want this to work. So let's say then we have this big lane road just simply cutting through. And eventually we can maybe build it over or there if we want to, I don't know. And then we'll have this go down in this direction. And have this go down in this direction. And we'll expand off it in many different ways as we progress. But there we go. There we go. Beautiful. That is going to be the structure of the big laned highways. So, then we cut back to the 4-lane roads, which we're going to use now to kind of create this weaving through business. So we'll kind of go with a center point here, which will bring it up, bring this one down, and then ultimately you want it to like pretty much cut around, but we'll go straight across. We have to change the highway as well and how that connects, and that is pretty good. We could do something like this if I bring it down to there, because we're not too bothered about how this comes across. Is that going to connect up perfectly? Yes. We just want to make sure that we have got some beautiful stuff going on. So it looks a little bit weird. Don't worry about that too much, because this is all being designed for maximum pollution. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. So let's start with this area then. We'll do some cut throughs for the middle. And I pretty much just want to make sure that we're getting maximum coverage in terms of zoning. So the more factories, the better. The more factories mean more pollution. So we're going to start off nice and small, and then we'll progress further on through. So we'll pick a spot here to cut up, which that can go straight up. And we'll do the same on this side as well. Just pick a little spot, go straight up, all good stuff. So we'll create a little cut through there, bring this down. Nice. And then we'll do one in the middle. Look at this. This is genius and evil all at the same time. So we get this cutting through the middle. So we design these nice little patterns. Oh man, I'm already thinking about when we put all the sewage stuff into the rivers, and then these beautiful goldeny blue, which are not really golden blue at the moment, but all these little rivers are going to be so polluted. It's going to be disgusting. Right. Anyway, let's continue the momentum. I'm pushing forward. There we go. So we leave that kind of big gap there, and we do the same with this one. We go like 1.5. Leave the big gaps because they're for like the bigger, like, you know, factories and garbage disposal stuff. So we're kind of go with this basic layout simply for now. So let's delete a little bit more of this. And then we're going to work with this now to be the entry point and the exit point of this whole area. So we'll expand this road a little bit more. There we go. And we'll do the same to this one. And what we'll pretty much do is we'll have the exit point of the highway maybe from the center, and then the entry point over here, which would probably be the better option for us. So if I wanted to connect the highway up like this, right, so then I would have to create a nice little snippety snap, and then coming out of this area, bring it up. And then this is where it starts to get a little bit interesting. So we'll kind of bend it up. So we go to there. And how much can I bring this up? I can bring it up to here. But it's a little bit too far over. And then straight down. Just so we can get like traffic in and out. Not too worried about it too much. It's a little bit funky. Like the design. Pretty sweet. So let's go to the piping work setup then quickly. We'll get pretty much, we'll kind of go on the outskirts here. We'll get pretty much all of this added in. And then once we've got this added in, we can start to get all the dirty factories, the residents in. It's not going to be good. So my initial thought is we kind of want the residents alive. To get the city functional to produce everything. Granted, the majority of the time we're going to be living in a city where it's going to be heavily polluted. But I'm thinking of creating a small community outside of the pollution that will be healthy and can still keep the city functional when everyone dies, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I want to see exactly how that kind of works and how, well, you know, what it entails for us. So from the waterfront then, we need to kind of pick the clean water, because I don't want to give them dirty water to begin with. I don't want to kill everyone off. I don't want to make it polluted just yet. So let me see how this works. If I go to place down a water source, because we look at all the areas of the map, we can see where the water sources are coming from. So the rivers are flowing from down here. And, oh, okay, so they flow from here. So they're literally all going in. And what? Okay, going out there. And did they go this way too? No, there's water source there. Nothing up here, some there. So literally, technically, all the water's flowing and going out down here. Gotcha. So I'm going to pick one side then, which I think I'll pick this side. All the way over in the distance. Really, really far away. To be our clean water source for now. And eventually we'll turn it to a polluted water source. Which they're all going to love. And then for the sewage, where do we start with the sewage? Oh, this is going to be interesting. We'll start on this side, and I think we'll pick like a small, like an island, like this island, for example. Now, I don't want to turn this into a turning the rivers poop kind of challenge, but if I place enough of these, that should be enough coverage for us, and also turn the rivers chocolatey poop. So, you know, we get a nice little benefit for doing that. And we'll bring that over. Give them power. This is going to be so fun. There we go. We've got unlimited money, so we don't care, do we, guys? We legit don't care. Right, fast forward that then. So they've all got power. Apparently they're already producing sewage. Not sure how. We don't have anyone there. Whoa, the sewage it's producing is actually overflowing. That's interesting. Anyway, we'll give that time to sort itself out. It could cause us issues in the long run. So maybe I get rid of some water sources up here. Or do you reckon it will sort itself out over time? This is interesting. This is interesting and at the same time slightly worrying. Right, what I'll do. Get rid of these water sources here that would have brought water down, just to kind of take the heavy load off the sewage coming into the river. And that should be good. Right, let's focus on this then. So, how it's going to work is dirty industry for days. So, dirty industry everywhere. And it's going to be powered not by the usual suspect. We're going to power it by a incinerator that produces lots and lots and lots of pollution. So that one does 100 pollution. This one does 30. So what's the biggest polluter? We have like this one here. This is at 30 pollution. So the incinerator is the biggest polluter. So we drop 2 there, and we'll drop 2 there. It's going to be terrible pollution coming in from these areas. So all dirty industry, nice. And of course we need some residents, so we'll place some residential down. We'll give them a little bit of commercial, obviously just to make them functional. But pretty much it's going to be all industry. Right, place this down because we want to create the most polluted city in the whole entire universe. So pollution levels. So average ground pollution 0%, average drinking water pollution 0%. So we want these to be as high as possible. Now vehicles are making their way in. We'll have to wait a little while before the incinerators start producing power. But wow, wow, wow. Look at this. The pollution dripping through the veins of this river already. It's not great, is it? Right, where do we have... Okay, we have another water source up here and up here. I just want to kind of get rid of those because I'm trying to bring this down slightly. This could be overflowing anyway in general because the amount of water being thrown into it. But it's all seeping through the veins. It's like the veins of the region, isn't it? It's kind of scary. It is kind of scary. Right, are they producing any power yet? They don't have anything going into them. So I think we can also create a power supply that does pollute. So we've got one that does 50. That one does 0. Any other power supplies that I have that do more than 50? No, it's just this one at 50, the coal plant. So I'll place in 2 of those. Gives the city some form of power. And now everybody's going to be moving in, which is very interesting. So let's see if we can do some lane dictation to get everybody moved in as quick as possible. So that goes that way, that goes that way. And that goes straight on. Oh, did that not do that one? So hopefully it dictates some of the lanes, and we'll try and get them sorted before they get to this area. Oh, why isn't that working? There we go. No. Yeah, there we go. So make them go the way that we want them to, both ways. Why not? And just remove traffic lights off here. So they're all fast and flowing. Nice! Okay. So a lot of them complain about not enough citizens, or not enough workers, should I say. So this is where we need to increase our workers. Now, while this is happening, pollution is being caused right now. Pollution is definitely being caused. So we need to kind of bump this up a little bit, don't we? We do. We're going to see how far we can bump this up. Might as well connect that one to that one. Cut that through. There we go. Stick it out a bit. So just making all this extra space here, maximizing the room that we've got with this area. And it's ultimately going to be all residential. So on this side of the city then, more residential as we create this polluted apocalypse. This is how the world is going to end in real life. This is how the world is going to end in real life. So we're giving the services then, of course, to what they're craving. So fire, policing. Now this is the interesting thing, healthcare. We will do healthcare. We will do it. So metropolitan, we're going to have to create our very own little individual area, which I think I'm going to use this as the area. So let's say that comes up. We'll create a loop there. So really this road is going to be only solely used for the hospital and crematoriums. Which what I should do is just get rid of any traffic lights that could cause any stoppage. We've actually got everyone moved in as well, so there's not that many people here, but everyone is kind of moved in for the most part. Right, so healthcare. Hospitals, 500 capacity, 500, 700. This is a big boy one. So drop that down. Then crematoriums, we have these 800 capacity ones, which I'll squeeze one of these in. Nice, all good stuff. The pollution flowing right now from the... Look at... Oh my goodness me. Is that brown or is that brown? Oh man! That is crazy brown! Clean water. Poop water. Clean water. Poop water. Water you drink. Water you poop. Okay, right, that's enough of that. Okay, this is really interesting. So, these are going to be working overtime. As you can already tell, 35, oh yeah, pretty much 30 out of 30 ambulances are out. So they're at their maximum capacity pretty much already, which is really interesting. But we still need to expand. We still need to grow. We still got so much further we need to get this little city. So push these a little bit more out as well. Now we'll start doing some over here too. So bringing this up to there. And if I took it straight across, it wouldn't quite... Let's see, let's create a cut there. And then we'll just do the general grid. It's all about just getting residents in. Because if we can get these factories functional, then that is all good for us. They are going to be loving the amount of roads that you have to cut through here. They're going to be loving this. Going down there. Amazing. Right, water. It's all got water. So let's now dive deeper with some residential population. Right, there we go. Okay. So that is now all been added in. You can see the glow, the orange glow for all these factories. We don't have enough power. So are these incineration plants not doing their job? No, they are, but they don't seem to be... I mean, then again, I'm always going based off that modded one that I use, which creates so much power. So I gotta remember, it's just not gonna happen. Citizens are sick already. Oh no. Right, let's get some more coal plants down then. So let's do some in this little gap here. So drop a couple here. There we go. Which will produce even more pollution. I cannot believe how dirty these rivers are running. Well, I can believe it because we made it like that. But it's just getting worse over time. Citizens are so sick. This is not getting any power. It's not functional. So we'll drop some industry there, which should bring over the power. So once it's functional right now, you're going to see all the hearses which are now coming out in full force. How many dead bodies have they got to retrieve? 140. So we have the capacity right now for that. But that is continuing. So let's see our statistics now then. So the average ground pollution is now up to 17%. Okay, down to 16. It's floating around. It's going to be getting worse over time. Now, I don't know if that takes into account the whole area that we now have to build on, which I assume it would. But the rivers are not helping. They are also polluting everything, which is crazy. Oh my goodness me. This place is filthy. Absolute filth this place is. So citizens are sick, of course they are. Got so many more cars on their way in as well. More residents. It would be hilarious if this place turned a profit. Oh, we forgot this area here. There we go. I don't have all the monuments unlocked, do I? No. Okay. I was gonna say, like, we can put like the education and like healthcare stuff down, but I kind of don't want to do that. But we will place down normal education anyway. We'll educate the peeps. So if they make it long enough to where they can attend school, like they don't die early, then they can get a really great education in this town. So I place down a bunch of schools in various spots. You can probably tell that I don't care too much for how we're building this city. I just want it to be polluted. So the capacity is pretty good. We'll do some high school capacity now. There we go. So that's all of that. And then we'll plop a big university right here. So that'll take care of all the educational needs. So are they smart enough themselves to clean the city? The answer is probably not. So not enough fuel coming from the truck. I mean, the fuel trucks could be backed up on how everyone's entering in the city right now. Let's turn off all these traffic lights. Get this whole place flowing. And moving along, singing their songs. And let's zone it as a district. So zoning it as a district then might give us some policies that we can select to make this place even more dirtier. So this is Concord Park. And just like the real Concord, this city will soon no longer exist. So, do we do recycling? I think not. Smoke detector distribution, let's see. Let's start from the bottom, work our way up. So automatic sorting is to do with post stuff. Don't want to do preferred parts, recycled plastics. No. Extra installation, no. That's for when it snows. School's out. Working over education. Now, none of this is really going to change it much. Taxation. City planning. Industrial spacing. Doubles the amount of goods product in industrial buildings. Or zones, should I say. Filter, waste. This is all making the place a lot cleaner, isn't it? No loud noises at night. Nah, we want this place to literally go up with a big bang. So, no one's really liking this, as you can now see. Hearses are out. Death care is managing well. Healthcare, we could do with another hospital. So replace another little life centre down. See if we can manage the polluted city. But I feel like it's going pretty well. Now, we do need to cause some upgrades. But again, I think there's no need to do that just yet because of how backlogged the highway is right now. Oh my goodness me, this goes back for days. That goes back for days with everyone still trying to move in. So what if we created like a little cut? Off the highway like that? Will that cause many vehicles to come down this way and just filter them in a lot quicker? I'm hoping it does. We shall see. Right, we're going to cause backlogs up here with the amount of stopping and starting they've got to do. So let's just remove all these traffic lights. Makes life a whole lot easier. It's a funky little way to get into the place, but it's pretty cool. Right, is all of the water areas... Okay, this I was going off this because it was down here originally. It's now because this is water's coming down, so the pollution's pushing against it, which is very interesting. So what if I completely got rid of these water sources? So there's no water sources on this side whatsoever. All the water is solely coming from the pollution being caused, which makes me think, do I place in so many more? Really start to ramp up the water pollution. Because eventually this is going to make it to the drinking water. And I kind of want that to be the last option of pollution. How much are these creating? Okay, they're creating enough. I kind of want the water, the drinking water, once that's polluted, it's game over for the whole city. It's really game over for the whole city at that point. So I want to kind of hold out on that as long as possible. We will do it at the end. Right, okay, so let's see. Let's get... How many people are unemployed? That's a good question. Okay, so we could do with more jobs, maybe some more commercial. We'll do high density commercial. So many ambulances now coming out. Wow. The healthcare is in full force. Those doctors do not get paid enough, just like in real life. They don't get paid enough. And there's still people moving in. It's a never-ending circle. So not enough buyers for the products. We are trying to now kind of ramp that up a little bit with having more commercial stuff added in. But wow, wow, wow. This is going to be crazy. All this pollution too just taking over. Yeah, it's disgusting, isn't it? It's disgusting. Damn fool. Pollution everywhere. You trying to kill these folk? Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Okay. Right. So, is there... What type of industry kind of... Where is it? Where's the zoning? There we go. So, where's the industrial one? So, generic. We can also go oil industry, which increases ground pollution. Ooh! Increasing that ground pollution, you say? Right. Let's add that. Let's create one of these islands as a little oil industry. So what we'll do is... I wonder if it's possible to do something like this. Where's them keys? We turn this little island here basically into a big oil rig. So that stops the water from overflowing. Hopefully. He says, hopefully. And now we're going to create something that can bring these over. We could just do it from here, couldn't we? So what if I created like something as simple as that? Just had the road cutting through it. And then, boom, going up. It's like a kidney in the veins of the poop river. This is what's going down right now. So, pause the game as I zone all that. We'll now paint a new region, which will be forever known as Maple Hills. It's the wrong type of sweet, sticky stuff that's kind of going through these rivers. It's not maple. Okay, so we'll start this one then with oil. Even though it's got no oil, we can give it oil. So oil, increase that brush size. There we go. We can give this whole place delicious oil. The black nectar, which will start to build up now and cause even more pollution. We're running out of power, so we'll drop down some more stuff to cause more power, and in return causes more pollution. Are they coal plants? Yeah, so they need coal to run. Oh, these need water. I completely forgot about the waterfront. There we go. So we have oil for days being pumped. This is going to be crazy. And I don't really care too much about traffic jams, because the more traffic jams that are out there, the more, you know, the air's being polluted by these vehicles, so to speak. Look at this, man. These veins are running through. Remember, look, you base off this, it's pushing all the way. It's going to be up here eventually. Damn. Damn, son. That whole one side is just polluted. This is not great. Right, back to the keys then. It's not there, it's in here, isn't it? Yeah. Let's pick another island. And then we'll do the next one like coal. So, what island should we go for? How much traffic is coming over here? Not as much as I assumed, but let's pick. Should we just go with this island here? We can continue to bridge it over. Right, this is going to be quite difficult now to get all this in. Right, let me delete and start again. Because this one is a whole... This is a whole different ball game now. Shouldn't have created that bend like that. It's just that part there. We just can't get the... Right, we'll go normal. Let's take the snapping off. I don't think we are going to be able to use much of these keys, to be honest. Definitely not on these parts anyway. Now we could probably get away with the bends on this. Like up to there, and maybe not so much up to there. But is that the fun part of it? You could say it's all demolished and destructed. Maybe you could. But anyway, bring that road down. I'm not unsnapping no more, am I? No. Up to there, we'll go straight up. Kind of messed that up, didn't I? It's like New Orleans. Please don't take offense if you're from New Orleans. But yeah. Okay, so let's quickly zone this. And this is going to be for the industry, the ore industry. Make sure we give it plenty of ore. Is that being painted? Or is that weird? Yeah, it has. It has. A little bit hard to see, but it definitely has. And then we need to make sure that we have all the beautiful industry placed on it. And then we have all the beautiful piping. And then even more pollution. Oh my goodness me. Look at that. The pollution is making its way up the river. And then, I mean, it's got a long way to go before it gets to the drinking water supply. But you can see what's happening right now. You can actually see what's happening. This is spreading so far. Oh my goodness me. This dirty pollution is everywhere. What have we done to the veins of this place, guys? What have we done to it? Right. Why is this not being built? This ore industry. They can get to it. They're just choosing not to build on it, I assume. I don't know, it's a sad time. Okay, we need more water. So we'll get this water supply from this side, this river now, so it's a little bit closer. The only clean thing in this city right now is the water source. It's kind of clean. So are people still moving in? We've still got a backlog of people trying to get into the city, which is crazy. I'm not understanding why they're not building this. We got the right zoning. Okay, why don't we just let generic industry? Are they just refusing to build factories now at this point? feel like they could be. They're slowly starting to revolt against us, guys. Ooh, okay, better idea. De-zone that. What if it was all residential? I'm starting to think it doesn't want to build anything on this island. It's building the new stuff. Oh no, it's definitely building right now. Okay, we've gone for residential instead. Which is going to be even more hilarious right now. Traffic jams everywhere right now. We'll make the traffic flow to some extent, but it's just pollution everywhere. Right? Let's see them pollution stats. 18%. So I take it it's the whole kind of area that takes into account. But if you just base it on the city, it's not looking great, is it? It's not looking great, is it, guys? It's not. This city is heavily polluted. The water is spreading. The poop is spreading thicker and faster than ever. Wow, they're the original water sources up there. The poop island. Damn. Right. Not getting power. We'll spread it with some windmills. A lot of residents are going to be moving in again. They've just got to get themselves over there, which is crazy. So in terms of statistics, garbage status, not great. So we need some more garbage stuff. So we could go for some more incineration plants. I'm going to do a line of them going up here. Just for the fun of seeing all this pollution take place. So that will be a lot. Let's see how that, what it does over time. Let's see what that does over time. This is shocking. Absolutely shocking. They're making their way over. Apparently we're running out of power again. That should be all connected up when they start producing. Can we use the poo here? Create some of them turbines there so we can get poop power. This is the ultimate green. I mean, I'm about to say green energy. I should call it. This is the ultimate brown energy. This is just weird, man. Yeah, everyone's super sick right now. So, healthcare, everyone is super duper ill. Hospitals are working overtime with that. Death care, people are dying. A lot of people are dead. A lot of people are dead. City attractiveness, 9%. Wow. So, when it comes to population, we're still having more births than deaths, but it's still not great, is it? When everyone's ill. Did they manage to educate themselves? Yeah, we even have some people highly educated. Interesting. Very interesting. Pollution is now starting to build up around here. Oh man, look at that! Look how it just like it seeps into the dirt, the ground, the earth, all the sewage water. It's definitely pushing its way up. Water flows anyway, they're all going all over the place. Where's the pollution now up here? It's pretty much all the way at the top, isn't it? You might as well just call it a day. You're polluted, mate. You are legit. Oh, but wow, this got polluted very quickly. You're definitely polluted. Definitely. Leisure, we have literally no oh, where are we going? I'm about to say, we have no leisure whatsoever. So no one's having any fun. Why would you even move here? Why would you legit even move here? Crime is actually low. We have noise pollution, which is very, very high. So not only have like physical pollution in terms of trash and nastiness, we also have noise pollution, which is terrible. Right, let's do this. I got an idea. Let's go up. So we're covered by water. drop some more industrial, which will in return create more pollution on this side and fill this little pocket up. It's very interesting, isn't it? So pollution to 90%. I think with that we could quite possibly push it to 20% pollution in this whole area. We shall see. Right, how's this little residential section over here? Can you imagine living here, just overlooking your dirty city, and the only way to get out of this little area is to enter your dirty city? It's shocking. It's horrible. It's nasty. I feel like we should put some out sewage pipes round here. So why don't we pick this? This will be a good little option for us, this little bay, which there is water coming out of that. So we'll get rid of that, and then we'll create our own little water supply. The best kind of water supply. Can you guess what it is? Can you guess what it is yet? There we go. So I can already kind of tell right now there's going to be so many comments going, congratulations, you made insert city name here comments right now. And the majority of them people are probably going to say their own city. Which, you know, it's all part of the fun, right, guys? Okay, so power's in. Get these bad boys a rolling. Pollution's coming in, and that's now going to seep through all the veins on this side and eventually hit up our own water source. This is kind of overflowing, but it will kind of go over time. Wow, it's overflowing quite a bit. Why did these kind of seem so much more pumpy than anything I've ever used in the past? I don't know. Oh my god, the overflow over here is crazy. Right, I wonder if we can create little seeping flows up here. For example, if I was to go like to this and drop our brush size and then just push it through and create my own little river. Flowing around. Maybe smoothing it a bit because it looks shocking. I mean, that smooths it a little bit weird, doesn't it? Take the strength off it a bit. I'm interested to see how far it would take the flow. Oh dear God, I could have, I may have overflowed things slightly. May have slightly overflowed the area. Kind of not sure how. But we're going to have to create some exits. It's gone all the way up to here. But we would kind of want it to go at the end. And then flow at the end that way as well. So the water like kind of exits the area. And that will kind of stop the overflowing. As the city now slowly starts to become... I mean, it's... It's taken out the whole oil industry. It's taken out the life centers right now, and pretty much the crematorium. This is not going great. This is overflowing for days. We need stronger outlets. This is not going great. Right, that is now eventually moving on down. That is now going to be emptying. That's going to be emptying soon, so we can hold back some of the flow and reduce how much is flowing through the city. But right now, guys, it's pollution crazy. It's disgusting. And what does that do to our pollution levels? 20%. We're now finally at 20%. And it's going to hit the water source very, very soon. So I think I've managed to now contain the rivers, but we've took a huge hit in population. I've had to create like extra little river running beds running through right now, little exit points out to the side of the map to get the kind of sewage water out. It's now brought our pollution, it's actually brought it down to 15%, but the average drinking water, oh no, is it not? Oh my goodness me. Wait, there's one of them, and then the second one's up here. Holy moly! Everyone is now dying. No wonder everyone's dying. They got no good drinking water. So, this is terrible. I mean, this is the whole challenge, though, isn't it? Is to make the most polluted city in the whole entire world. And to do that, we kind of had to pollute the water source. We got the rivers contained anyway, which is going pretty well. Just kind of waiting for the water here to kind of flow down. I mean, at some point, it'll probably back itself up and then go back in, but I'm hoping that it will flow. You just never know. You just never know. There's so much sewage water around right now. But when it comes to the healthcare, it's not great. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not great. But can we build a bunch of hospitals and slowly start to bring it back? My short answer is probably no. Get rid of this a second. Probably no, we can't. But we'll see. Because if we can bring our capacity of our hospitals up really, really high, then you never know what the outcome will eventually be. So if I drop a big boy hospital over there as well, and then kind of end it there, because that is quite, you know, a good capacity. I wonder if all the ambulances, because the ambulances are flooding out right now. Look at that. At full capacity with ambulances, straight away that one hospital. You can see them all crossing the bridge. Pollution is shocking. Absolutely shocking. Is the river running now down here? Yeah, it's getting there. It's kind of getting there. We might see some more flooding. Oh, we're definitely gonna see more flooding. It's all now coming over again. Look at that. Look at this island that's about to be taken over. But it can take some kind of a beating because the walls are up to here. Our drinking water is damaged. That's now gone. But I think we can say this is now the most polluted city in the whole entire world. And yet people are still moving here. Look at them all coming in. They're like, yeah, I can't wait to live in Poop Town. It's actually called Rockdale. It should be more called Rock Bottom. Because this place is wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. And I don't think I can pollute it any more than it is, where is it, right now. I mean, we dropped down the pollution levels, but it's because everyone's died anyway. But look at the water pollution. Oh my good God, that chocolatey goodness is freaking terrible. Guys, I hope you enjoyed me destroying this city and filling it with pollution. If you did, you're sick. You're sick-minded. Well, I hope you did enjoy it, guys. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, good.